Hello friends, today we will learn community ecology. What do you mean by community ecology? The community is a group of population that coexist in space and time and interact with one another directly or indirectly. It is biotic community. This definition of community includes all plants, animals, fungi, bacteria and other organisms living in an area. Main features of community are a community represents the biotic or a living component of a ecosystem. Considering the functional aspect, communities are made up of organisms with interlocking food chains, and each species depends on many other species in a community which are taxonomically unrelated. A community may be of any size. Community gradient and boundaries. It is often difficult to determine where one community ends and next begins. Many communities grade continuously into each other with no sharp boundaries. For example, if two forests, pine forest and spruce forest, are nearby, one cannot see the boundaries between them. There are, however, instances where sharp boundaries between the communities are seen, especially where the physical environment changes abruptly. For example, at the transition between aquatic and terrestrial habitat, the zone of vegetation separating two different types of community is called ecotone. It is also known as a transition zone. Ecotone is a region where the influence of two different patterns of environment works together, and hence the vegetation of ecotones is highly specialized. An ecotone may be narrow or wide. A general characteristic of ecotone is that it is sufficiently greater number of species and high diversity as compared to the neighboring communities. The phenomenon of increased species diversity at the boundary edge is called the edge effect and is essentially due to the wider range of suitable environmental conditions. Species that use edge for the purpose of reproduction or survival are termed edge specific species. Now come to community classification based on metabolism. How Howard Odum, the scientist, in 1956 classified ecosystems based on a community metabolism on the ratio of photosynthesis to respiration. Photosynthesis is denoted by P and respiration is R. According to this scheme, a stabilized system is one in which the ratio of photosynthesis to respiration is unity, that is where P by R equals to 1. A system in which photosynthesis exceeds respiration, P by R is greater than 1 is considered to be that is autotrophic, and one in which respiratory demand exceeds photosynthesis, that is P by R is smaller than 1, is said to be heterotrophic. In the autotrophic system, biological fertility is based on current production. In the heterotrophic system, it is based on part production, organic matter accumulated over a period of time and often imported from one another ecosystem. Community community complexity and stability. Complexity is a function of the number of interconnections between community elements. Complexity increases as the number of interacting species in the community increases. These interactions can be horizontal or vertical. Stability involves two components, that is resilience and resistance. Stability, resilience means the ability of a community to return to its original state quickly following displacement, and resistance means the ability to avoid displacement. Intuitively, the complex community are considered stable because the impact of sudden population change in one species caused will be caused by the large number of interactive species and will not produce drastic effects in the community as a whole. For example, a forest ecosystem with large biotic community can resist a fire better than a grassland ecosystem with a similar biotic community. Resistance is also associated with the dominance of K selected and resilience with R selected species. For example, a grassland community can quickly recover to its original state, but a burned forest may take hundreds of years to recover or may not recover at all to its original condition. Species composition. Communities may be large or small. In each community, there are diverse species. All these species are not equally important, but there are only a few overtopping species which, by their number and growth, modify the habitat and control the growth of other species of the community. These species are called the dominants. Key, Keystone species. When the activity of a species determines community structure in spite of their low abundance or biomass, that species is called a keystone species. The term keystone species was introduced by the scientist Penn, Paine. Keystone species plays a vital role in controlling the relative abundance of other species. The loss of a keystone species can lead to sharp population drops and extinction of other species that depend on it for certain services and causes serious disruption in the functioning of community. The African elephant is an example of keystone species. By their feeding habitat, elephants destroy shrubs and small trees and push woodland habitats towards open grassland. As more grasses invade the woodland habitats, the frequency of fires increases, which accelerates the conversion of woods to grassland. Diversity index. A diversity index is a mathematical measure of species diversity in a community. It takes into account the number of species present as well as the abundance of each species. Simpson's diversity index is a simple mathematical measure that characterizes species diversity in a community. The term Simpson's diversity index can actually refer to any one of two closely related indexes, Simpson's index and Simpson's index of diversity. Simpson's diversity index is a simple mathematical measures that characterizes species diversity in a community. The term Simpson's diversity index can actually refer to any one of the closely related indexes, Simpson index and Simpson index of diversity. Simpson's index. Simpson's index measures index is denoted by capital D. Measures the probability that Simpson's index measures the probability that two individuals randomly selected from a sample will belong to the same species. There are two versions of the formula for calculating D. D equals to integration of n minus 1 divided by small n of whole of capital N minus 1, or D equals to whole sum integration of small n by capital N whole square, where n is the total number of organisms of a particular species and n is the Capital N is the total number of organisms of all species. The value of D ranges between 0 and 1. With this index, 0 represents an infinite diversity and 1 is no diversity. That is, the bigger the value of D, capital D, the lower the diversity. Now, Simpson's index of diversity, that is L minus D. I minus D. The value of this index also ranges between 0 and 1. But now, the greater the value, the greater the sample diversity. In this case, the index represents the probability that two individuals randomly selected from a sample will belong to different species. For example, let us calculate the value of capital D of tree vegetation in a woodland. Calculation of Simpson's index. Suppose mango is 2, Ashok is 8, cashew is 1, coconut is 1, amla is 1. Total is 15. And n of n minus 1 is mango is 2 and Ashok is 56, cashew 0, coconut 0 and amla 0. Total is 64. Now capital D equals to integration of n of whole n minus 1 divided by n capital N whole of capital N minus 1 equals to 64 divided by 15 into 14 equals to 0.3. Simpson's index is 0.3. Then Simpson's index of diversity is 1 minus D equals to 0.7. Shannon's diversity index or Shannon's-Weber index is another index that is commonly used to characterize species diversity in a community. Like Simpson's index, Shannon's index accounts for both abundance and evenness of the species present. Nature and structure of community. The community characters mainly are of two types, analytic and synthetic. Analytic characters may be qualitative or quantitative in nature. Some important qualitative characters include stratification, physiognomy, periodicity, vitality, and others. Qualitative characters are difficult to measure. Quantitative characters include frequency, density, cover, biomass, etc. Synthetic characters are derived from the measurements of analytic characters. Stratification. Both the life and growth form of plants emphasize height. A plant community conveys differences in the height or stratification of the components. Trees are generally taller than shrubs, which are usually taller than herbs, and latter taller than mosses and lichens. Stratification is also seen in the underground plant parts, that is, the root and rhizome systems. Root systems of different plant species tap moisture and nutrients from different soil depth. This enables them to avoid competition and too much exploitation of a particular soil layer. Aquatic ecosystems also exhibit marked stratification. In lake ecosystems, light penetration, temperature, and availability of oxygen vary with depth. For example, in terms of availability of light, a water body is divided into two layers. An upper lighted zone, which is dominated by phytoplankton and where maximum photosynthesis occurs, and a lower layer in which decomposition is most active. Now come to vitality and vigor. Vitality is related to the condition of a plant and its capacity to complete its life cycle, while the vigor refers more specifically to the health or development within a certain stage. A number of criteria may be used in determining the vigor of plants such as the rate and total amount of growth, especially in height, rapidity of growth, renewal in spring or following mowing or grazing, area of foliage, color and turgidity of leaves and stems. Now come to periodicity. Periodicity is a strongly fixed character in plants. Different species of plants have different periods of seed germination, vegetative growth, flowering and fruiting, leaf fall, seed and fruit dispersal. A study of the date and time these events is termed as phenology. Phenology is the calendar of events in the life history of a plant. Phenology of different species present in a community may differ from each other significantly. It is these phenological changes which give a definite look to a community. The appearance of the community as a whole at different seasons is called expectation. Physiognomy. Physiognomy is the assessment of characters from their outer appearance. The general appearance of vegetation can be determined by the growth form of dominant species. On the basis of appearance, it may be described as a grassland, forest, etc. The form and structure or physiognomy of a community can be described in a number of ways, each assessing somewhat different aspects. Sociability refers to the nature of grouping of individual plants, that is, whether they grow singly, in patches, in colonies, or evenly intermixed. Sociability expresses the degree of association between species. Life forms or growth forms. The form and structure of terrestrial community.